So yes, the women's hammer final. Rose Loga, we saw her go over the automatic qualifying distance of 63 meters. Aileen Kuhn of Germany, and alongside her, Esther Imaragbe. Now, this is a woman we'll keep an eye on. Silja Kosonen, world record holder for the under-20 implement. The wonderfully named Bomba of Poland. Inside her, Valentina Sava just scraped into the final. It's the 12th automatic qualifier. Mirola Bukol of Belarus. Charlotte Payne, well, she made the final 2 years ago as a 17-year-old. And Lisbeth Runarsdottir from Iceland completes the lineup. So, Rose Loga. That's a good throw from Loga. Probably around the 67, 68 metre mark. One of 3 women to go over the automatic qualifying distance of 63 metres. Oh, 67.56. Good start for the Frenchwoman. Well, Loga, one of 2 women in this final who've thrown over 70 metres. Imariagbe, the German, has a best of 63.92. So there's almost 10 metres distance between her and the world under-20 leader, Silja Kosonen. Well, the Berliner. .58.21 for the German. Now let's keep an eye on the statistics here every time Kosonen goes into the circle. She holds the world record with 73.43. It was done in Vasa in March. Championship record yesterday in qualifying, 68.75. Are we going to see the first ever throw over 70 metres in a European under-20 championships? Now they're just tidying up the cage. Kosonen thrown over 70 metres in 4 of her competitions this season so far. Why not make it a 5th in Tallinn? As I was saying on a couple of occasions during the course of the last couple of days, currently a really exciting crop of Finnish athletes across the board coming through. We've already seen Finland get 1 gold medal thanks to Saga Vainanen in the heptathlon yesterday. I doubt it's going to be the only one. In addition to Kosonen, some very talented Finnish teenagers in other events in Tallinn. There's one of the other potential medal contenders, Mori, just looking on. Mori was the other of the trio, including Loga and Kosonen, to go over 63 metres in qualifying. Whoa, just look at that. What a huge throw. What a magnificent throw from Silja Kosonen. The Finn, well, she's not the quickest hammer thrower in the circle, but technically so adept. You can see there. Well, it It was a little bit hard to see it landing. 70.47. So a new championship record for Silja Kosonen. The first ever throw over 70 metres in a European Under-20 Championships. And 2 championship records with as many throws, having only needed to take 1 throw in qualifying yesterday. Well, Biscoletti, how do you respond to that? Now Biscoletti, personal best of 61.04, set recently on home soil in that Hungarian throwing mecca of Szombathely. Finally getting the permission to enter the throwing circle. The 16-year-old, only just turned 16 a couple of weeks ago, so she can return to this competition in 2 years' time when it will be held in the Romanian city of Cluj-Napoca, just shy of 60 metres, about 59 metres. .57.77 to start with for the Hungarian. Now Valentina Sava of Cyprus. Squeezed into the final as the 12th and last competitor in the qualifying. Through 59.16 in qualifying. So it's now Mariolo Buckel. Now Buckel starts her account pretty well. Just dropping down short of the 65-metre line. See there, 65 and 60-metre lines out there. So 61.68. Now in the second round, that throw for Buckel was recorded a few minutes ago while we were watching 400 metres hurdles. Mori, 57.51 to start with. A bit better. Mori threw well in qualifying. 60.44. Still a bit short of what she achieved in qualifying, but that's better. Keeps her very much in contention for the top 8 and getting 3 more throws. Grigorieva now. Anastasia Grigorieva. 64.34, her best recently. Just over 60 metres. 61.5 perhaps. It's her first ever international competition. Oh, it's given us a foul. Oh no. We didn't see it there, Grigorieva. I was a bit surprised that it was showing as a foul. But 61.72 for Grigorieva moves her up to third. Now, Rose Logo had a really good start with 67.59, 56 I should say. That's more or less around the same mark again. Well in excess of that 65-metre line. I think well over 67 metres. meters beyond that 65-meter line. 67.70. So an improvement for Loga. She stays pretty comfortably in second place at the moment. Now Mariola Bukul lying in fourth place at the moment with that 61.88, 61.68 in the first round. Dropping over 60 meters, 63.25 for Bukul. So she improves and overtakes Grigoreva. Charlotte Payne, well, 59.44 for Payne. Payne was seventh as a 17-year-old in Boras 2 years ago. Now 19, and she's improved this year to 64.09. That's about 62.5, almost exactly in the middle of the 60 and 65 meter lines.
Something wrong? Is it with the place or is it
62.13 for Payne. She moves into fourth place. Runarsdottir, 58.95 in the first round for the Icelandic athlete. Runarsdottir has thrown over 64 meters this year. Well, that's over 60 meters, probably just about the 61 meter mark. Holds the under 20 and under 23 national records in Iceland. With that 64.39 she threw in Reykjavik a short while ago. 60.87 for Runarsdottir. Well, Mori threw just over 63 meters in qualifying. Hasn't reached that distance just yet in this final. It's just a bit lackluster in the circle, and it just drops around the 60-meter mark. Now Mori comes from Livorno, Italian under-20 champion. I think you saw it there when we were looking at the replay of her turn. She just touched the stopboard on the top, stepped out of the circle. Grigoreva, well, the Russian, competing as an authorized neutral athlete. This is her third throw, 61.72 for Grigoreva. No, that's no improvement for her. In fifth at the moment, and she just steps out. No need for the judges to measure that. So, after a failure in the second round, Silja Kosonen returns to the circle, having set a championship record of 70.47 in the first round. And that's well over 65 meters. I think that might be even better than that first round effort. Well, just remember, this is a woman, well, 71.06. That's another championship record to the name of Silja Kosonen. A world record still to be ratified, but her world record is 73.43. Charlotte Payne. Well, we're now in the final round. Payne holding on to that 62.13. That's a bit of an improvement. Oh, gets a red flag. Well, there hasn't been much change in the standings over the course of the last 3 rounds. You haven't really missed anything. So Charlotte Payne, she was 7th 2 years ago, has improved to 4th, just out of the medals for Payne. 6th. Well, I make it that she's improved to 62.14. So wait for Mariola Bukul to go into the circle. Well, not quite sure what's going on there. We did get a measurement. So, Mariola Bukul, still a bit of debate as to what's going on out there. Just wondering when that red flag was in error. So Bukul lying in the bronze medal position at the moment with 63.25. Effort coming in the second round. That's not going to be an improvement for the Belarusian hammer thrower. Well, Bukul would have had to have thrown a personal best to get into the silver medal position. Rose Loga of France owns that position at the moment with 67.70 and no improvement. 61.37. So Rose Loga, 2 fouls in the 4th and 5th round for Loga. Her second round effort of 67.70 sees her in the silver medal position. She's thrown 71.09 this year. If she could repeat that, well, she'd overtake Silja Kosonen. Kosonen leading, that's another foul, just loses complete control of it while trying for a big throw. Loga, lying second on the European under-20 list this year and finishing second in this competition, 67.70 for Loga. Well, about 3.5 meters down on her best, but I think no regret at having to give up first place to Silja Kosonen. Well, they did measure it in the end. I thought they had measured it. We saw a red flag, and now that distance has been reinstated at 62.14. And the distance, well, a 1 centimetre improvement in the 6th and final round for Payne. Was erroneously given a red flag. All got resolved very quickly, and it didn't make any change to the medal standings. So now, Silja Kosonen, 2 championships records with her 2 valid throws of 70.47 in the first round, 71.06 in the third round. Just drops down just short of probably 70 meters, well in excess of 65 meters, that's for sure. But I don't think that's any improvement on her lead of 71.06. Nevertheless, well, you can't throw a world record every day. She's thrown a couple this year. 71.06 for Silja Kosonen. That takes the victory after throwing 69.69 in the final round. Kosonen gets Finland's second gold medal of these championships. Kosonen follows on from Saga Vainanen yesterday when she won the heptathlon. So, terrific performances from the Finns. Confirmation of the women's hammer throw. Silja Kosonen with that championship record of 71.06. It's the full lineup. No personal bests in this final on this occasion.